You got a form.
That's nice. There?
Was
Okay. Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order of the Rules and Regulation Committee on July 26th. Okay, open forum. Are there any comments? No comments? Nothing. Okay, nothing that we know of. Great. Okay, approval, I need to get a approval of the minutes from July 1st, 2021. Do I have a motion that we approve them?
Well, since there's only one other here.
Mike is coming in.
Mike's coming in? Good.
So yes, you have a motion to approve the minutes from July the 1st.
Hey, Mike?
And you're ready.
Can you take a second for audio?
You still got it on mute.
Mike, are you there? Mike? That's what's showing the corner that he's muted?
Yeah.
Okay, your mic is muted.
Can't even see his face, so we don't.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and second it yourself.
Okay,
as a
I can?
member.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and second it then. All those,
I'm sure Mike would agree.
yes, all those approve, say aye. Raise your hand. Okay. Okay, today we're going to look at the proposed revision for policy 8.01. That's the directors and officers indemnification. Oop. Any comments?
I see that some of the old language like I resolve or let it be resolved and all of that is gone. That's kind of cool because I'm not sure that that's applicable to today. I've looked over this carefully and I really believe that the two sections that were added, or I guess it's renumbering in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
And then the two sections that were added, especially the one on insurance, pretty much is using code 4-26-814 is it pretty much follows.
Mm-hmm.
And this was what was used to redo it, right?
Yeah, the Arkansas code.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I went through it and actually I really like this cleanup. It's easier to understand for one thing.
And just so the committee's aware, and I think you guys are aware, but I had, this was a matter of importance, and so, not that all policies aren't, but due to the nature of the changes that we were considering, I asked Kutak Rock, our outside legal counsel, to review that. I asked them to make it more user-friendly in reading, but to convey the idea that that insurance would come first and then the POA would come second. And so this was reviewed and the language submitted and by Kutak Rock. I counseled with them together on the language, but they ultimately drafted these changes, and I feel like they're a good reflection of what the committee talked about last month or earlier this month.
Yeah, I really like the changes. Well, do we have a motion that we move this forward as is, or is there any changes that?
Well, I have not necessarily a motion, and maybe it doesn't fit here. Not on. Now I am. Okay. I talk loud anyway, so there you go. Oh, you're not supposed to hit anybody. I'm sorry. No, I just want to know that, and I don't know if this is part of policy, if it's maybe a procedure, I don't know. But there's one tiny little thing that may still be a little bothersome that, and I don't know how you put it in here, but is like fast notification in case something like this happens again, you know, some sort of language that, like if I were sued again, or if somebody was sued again, that, I don't know, where does that go? Is that more of a procedural thing? Does it go into policy? Policies I know are very high level, but it would be really important going forward that if this ever kind of comes up again, that whoever's being sued would know like immediately instead of several days later. How does that fit in? Where would that go?
I don't think it would go in this policy necessarily. I'm just sifting through here and trying to figure out if there is a good place for it to go. You know, I try to review
Yeah,
filings consistently to make sure that the POA is not being named and that we get as much advanced notification as possible, but I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. But I don't believe it would go in this policy.
I don't see it as part of this myself, but
Mhm.
just somewhere, some reassurance that, and who knew? Who knew this was even going to happen, the reason we're reviewing this? But I think that is really, really important. More of a procedure, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, let me give that some more thought, and then I'll bring some recommendations back to the committee.
Okay. But I personally really like, I'm sorry, Tom, go ahead.
So were you talking about, I mean, when a person gets sued, they have to be served. So are you talking about more than that?
Well, I guess I'm just talking about from past experience a little bit, you know, as soon as possible. As soon as the POA knows, the person should know, that's all. Darn it. Sorry. That's all.
Okay.
It's not, I don't see it in this policy, I just really would like that to be in a procedure somewhere, just to make sure.
Okay.
So Doug, you'll look and see where we can find that, when you
Yeah,
put something like that in?
I'll try to figure out where that might best be placed.
I don't think it should hold us up from today.
Okay.
No, I think this can move forward as it is. So now, do you want to give me a motion? Is that appropriate?
Yep.
Okay.
I make a motion that the changes made to policy 8.01 covers, to the best of our ability, our knowledge at this point, that it's a good that we accept it, the changes.
And you move it forward to the regular board.
And we move it forward to the regular board. We make a recommendation to the board for 2 readings.
Perfect.
Okay. Mike, can you hear us now? He's still muted.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, you want to second that?
I'll second it.
Okay. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay. So we'll pass here to moving on to the board at the next meeting. That'd be the regular work session where it goes.
It'll first be brought up at the work session.
Okay.
Well,
It'll
the
go from
GM order first.
GM, work, regular.
And then one
Yeah,
more.
but it goes
And
through
then-
2 regulars to vote,
Yeah.
right?
So it'll go GM, work, regular, regular.
Okay.
Just to make sure that any other board member doesn't have something that we might have missed.
Well, and it's notification to the community of a change in policy. So by the time the board makes the final vote, it will have been the 4th public meeting, the 5th public meeting, because I forgot about this one. It'll be the 5th public meeting. So ample opportunity for members of the community to comment.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Do we have any other business that we need to look at? I don't think we do on today's agenda.
Well, let me just say, because I sent an email to you guys that I'd like to look at policy 1.02, but then have decided that that really covers more than policy 801. So as we go through the year and looking at policies, maybe we ought to again take a look at 102. So to me,
Okay.
it doesn't have to happen today because it covers not just this.
Okay. Well, then, we'll bring that up at, the discussion, I guess, at the next meeting. Do we have a date that we want to pick, when we want to meet? Mike, you got a date that you'd like to meet, next 30 days?
And nothing that's coming right off the top of my head. If we could, I'd like to couple it with any other board meeting or something that we already have on the docket up in that neck of the woods.
That would be nice, instead of coming back 2 days, if that's possible, like before a regular board meeting or
Yeah, we
whatever.
could do it, I mean, just prior to a GM meeting, if you wanted to. The GM meeting in
September?
September would probably be more
Yeah.
logical.
Yeah, I'd like to see the summer kind of get behind us and get into, I think kids go back to school the 19th or something like that, here. Yeah, I do too, I know.
The September GM meeting is on the 9th.
Okay,
We could go with 1:30, an hour prior.
That works for me. How about you,
yeah,
Mike?
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Mike, you good with that? At 1:30
Yeah, that
meeting?
works.
I'm
That
sorry.
works for me.
Okay,
And, you know, Sandy can maybe zoom in, or we'll hear from her.
Okay. Okay. Do we have any other further business?
Nothing for me.
Man, short and quick, huh? Okay. Well, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good afternoon.
See
See you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.